to Michael's kitchen. This is healthy roast dinner, so everyone can see out the swimming world, and his girlfriend and his mum can see that we're eating healthy. So he's just putting the chicken breast. Nice kettle of breast in the oven. Got to cook those breasts. So what else are you cooking in my silver dinner?
These are shares afterwards, it's quite funny.
So he's putting the roasters in now. Not roasters, Yorkshires.
Yorkshires. Two each.
2 Yorkshires each.
Vegetables in a pan.
You got some stuffing balls. Stuff those in your breast. 2 stuffing balls each.
Yeah, use them up actually. Cut some of them on.
Then he's going to put the roasters in. A bit small, so you have to steam them. Oh, teensy wincy roasters.
Teensy wincy roasters. Don't worry about the noise, it's only a Hoover.
Yeah.
Upstairs.
There's a Hoover upstairs.
He's doing his housework.
It's what you call a sucker.
Sucker. You've got to do his housework on some weekends, can't do anything on weekdays.
And you've got the parsnips. You don't need to snip them.
Nope.
That's for fence, I think.
Cook it.
2 of those.
Hold on, I'll try and get some out here. They're quite small now.
So what do you reckon about 3?
3 each, thank you.
3 parsnips each.
Past its nose. Try and get one more in.
I let mine cook out like this because it's only small. So you've got a small oven. That's good in the oven. So now he's going to switch it on.
Thinking put up to the max, not that much because you don't want to burn the house down. And then turn it on.
The light's gone on, so that means it's happening.
Do it for 60 minutes. Don't know what I'm doing that for long. And then what you need to do now. Oh, do you want the other one as well at the same time?
Yeah. Should we cook the vegetables last? Because
Yeah.
they get sloppy, don't they?
Yeah, onion and much that as
Yeah.
well.
You don't want them too like soft.
No.
Right, so we do the vegetables last when all the stuff's
And then
cooked.
it's last.
Maybe halfway through cooking.
Yeah. I'll put them in the pan maybe.
Yeah.
Now.
Put those into the small freezer compartment. Some ice cream. Soft scoop, that's hard scoop there. What's that in there? Is that noodles or cheese?
That's cheese.
Put the ice cream back in. Keep things tidy. As Angel's a light from it earlier. Very delightful.
That's no one, yeah, that's no one.
Very healthy.
Back to cooking style.
It's like commentate anything you do. Shut the door. Michael's walking to the bin. Put the rubbish in. Keep the place tidy when you're cooking. All chefs keep things tidy.
Yep.
And we go back to the chest freezer. Following on to the chest freezer in the spare room.
Put that back on it.
I've been locked in.
It's not locked in.
So locked in.
And you're watching.
There's the chest freezer. Well, his main bit's happening.
There we go.
And
I want to
close it.
Freeze up.
Froze up.
It still freezes anyway. That goes in it. Bang, that is too much.
Hole in the wall.
Ghost as well.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Back to the main kitchen for the main process of cooking. Get pan out.
Pan.
Peter pan.
Pan.
There's pan, but where's Wendy?
Don't need that big pan, right?
Doc's gone off.
No.
Let's put heat a pan. Looking for Wendy still.
Looking for Wendy.
Get the pans up ready. Put the veg in. Veggie. Get the scissors. Chop the ends off. We haven't invited the dog for dinner.
First side.
Got sound effects.
I'm actually done now.
Mix veg in the pan. And you're using everything for gravy.
Use the gravy.
Get the diced onions in.
Don't need the dicing up already, so that. No, you want to say.
When that's all done, we'll get see Michael make his gravy. A bit later in a bit.
Oil.
Get some oil in there. Crisp and dry.
Oh, great, this is going. Pop goes the weasel.
He pours the oil into the pan.
Teaspoonfuls.
This is like the bake-off, isn't it?
That's
In the
right.
background.
Mm,
Pours the onion in the saucepan. It's also helps deaf people as well.
yeah. Audio, prescription.
Yeah. He's shaking the pan, making sure the onions are rustly, shaking the veg, turning on the switch. Put the veg in the little freezer.
Yeah. There's nothing
Later walking back to the main freezer.
Put the oil down the switch then.
Put it in there, and then the top bit, closes it, closes the main door.
Good night.
Good night, folks. Puts the lid on. Puts it on the table.
Sorry.
Got the rubbish, put it in the bin, puts up the fork, puts up the scissors, puts it back in the door. Puts the rubbish in the bin. Lid now closing. Got the sieve. Look like Tin Man.
Push it in the way.
What's he going to get out the door? He's going to get the ladle out. He's going to get a wooden spoon out. Some forks. Some knives. Picks up the knives, picks up the forks, places the forks and the knives on the table, places the second one on the table, moves it around, hits the old back where he's got it from, in the cupboard. Puts the salt on the table, sort yourself out. He's got the jug, takes out the gravy, takes off the lid, sniffs it, pulls it in the jug. Couple of spoonful at a time.
If you're thick.
Shake it, puts the lid back on, opens the cupboard door, puts it back in again.
It's good for all the thing, isn't it?
Got the fork, puts it back in the fork, you don't need it. And takes the gravy, gets out a spoon, carries it over to the side for the kettle to boil. Puts it in the knife, puts the knife back in the door. Checking the food in the oven.
Not yet. Oh no, no.
Puts it on the small hob. Shakes it, the veg. Shakes the gravy. Gets the wooden spoon, puts it on the side, onto the fridge. Checking the kettle so it's hot. Opens the little cupboard for Amy's light. Closes the cupboard door. Opens the second cupboard door. Checking the kettle, see if it's hot. Not hot. Gets his oven gloves. Gets the oven gloves on the side. Checking the kettle, pull the kettle out, pour it into the veg. Carrying the veg in the hot water. Carrying it to the hob on the big hob. Places it down, turns the handle. Losing it again. Pouring more hot water into the gravy. We've got YouTube in the background. Stirs the gravy round and round and round. Keep stirring until it gets nice and thick.
Thickier.
You thick. Keep stirring.
Stir it out.
Keep stirring. Michael's stirring it again.
We could put it in the separate actually tonight. You don't need in the gravy really. Cut that down last time, it's too much last night.
Michael carries the gravy. Places the gravy on the table. Keep stirring the gravy.
Bit watery.
He stops stirring. He
Stop
opens the
stirring.
cupboard door. Gets out some more gravy. Kids don't try this at home. Carries on stirring the gravy.
Get it thick up.
It's nice and thick.
Thick as 2 hot planks.
He stirs and he keeps stirring. At this point, you get very sleepy.
Bit watery, that's all.
I think when you put the onions into it, thicken it out.
Yeah. Maybe that should be okay anyway.
He's still stirring. The lid on the gravy. Keeps stirring and stirring. Checks the thickness. Puts the spoon back in, carries on stirring. Moves it over by the salt. Takes the gravy. Puts the gravy back on into the cupboard and closes the cupboard door. Touches his head. Puts the chair back in position. Now he's walking over.
Go with this lot.
Checking the oven, checking the knob, checking the small lemon knob, moves the oven gloves, moves the wooden spoon on the side,
We come back in here.
and now we're going to the sitting room to watch YouTube. And wait for that to cook. Michael's walking to his bed. Michael sits down on his bed. Michael grabs a can. She wants one, is it full? Opens the can of 7-Up. Opens the can, takes a sip, places the can back down, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.